Heat Sneakerz. What's up, Heat Sneakerz fam? This is Shay Ashley Evans, aka Queen Sneaker. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your cops and your launches and kind of go over that a little bit. So going back to this, I wanted to speak to you guys about cops and launches, and I also wanted to bring up the BelAir Alternate that's coming up August 29th. Currently I have the original BelAir, and I kind of want to show you that versus what's coming up on the 29th. So that's a well-anticipated launch. That's something you're going to want to anticipate, and it may or may not be limited. In my opinion, I think it's going to be limited. Go ahead and drop the comments. Tell me what you feel about that, because honestly, I feel like this sneaker is going to be a limited cop. I don't think it's going to sit on the shelves. I don't think it's going to be easy to cop. So that's why I wanted to kind of go over how to cop and what you do prior to the launch of a sneaker. So let's start off by the night before. I've talked about this before in another video that I did, but I also wanted to talk to you guys about that, because taking the L isn't something that it's repetitive. If it's something that you're consistently going through, you feel some type of way. I've even erased my Sneakerz app. It was so frustrating to me. One of the things that I like to do is prepare myself the night before. So by preparing, I mean actually going on and making sure, if you don't already have an account, set up an account on multiple stores. So it's Hibbets, it's Snipes, it's Foot Locker, it's Champs, it's the Sneakerz app, it's the Nike store online. If you have the app, you can go there. Sneakerz app, you can go there. Foot Locker has an app. Champs, all these places have apps. Go ahead and create your account. Now, set up your credit card information. Set up your address. Set up your shoe size. Set up whether you're a woman or a male. Set up all those demographics, because that's going to get you through the line a lot quicker. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Set those things up. If you prepare yourself the night before, it's like setting out your school clothes. In order to be successful, you have to be prepared. So that's one of the biggest things that I would advise you to do. Not only that, the morning of, I would wake up, set your alarms, wake up an hour before, have some coffee, get something to eat, set out every store that you're about to hit. And one of those things, going back, and I hate to take you guys back, but going back to the night before, you want to make sure that you're writing down all of these places that are actually dropping this shoe. If you're prepared and you know, and you set that list out, the next day, you're going to refer right to that list. You're going to go to those sites, and you're going to be on top of your thing. We're not talking about bots. Today is not a show about bots. It's a show about how to cop your sneakers and how to do that in a way that you take the W. And I'm not saying that my advice is foolproof, but what I'm saying to you is going to make it a lot easier for you to cop the sneaker. So you want to make sure that you're prepared the night before. You want to make sure that you have, so to speak, your ducks in a row. So you do those things, okay? So you're thinking, okay, Shay, I did that. Now what do I do next? You want to make sure that you're up an hour before this launch to be prepared. The third thing that you can do is, as soon as your time comes. So for Central Standard Time, it's 9 o'clock. For Mountain Time, it's 2 hours before Central Standard. And then Pacific Time would be 3 hours. So you want to make sure that you're checking into these online stores to make sure to check to see when the shoe launches. The specific shoe that you want, what time does it launch? And it's always going to be, for me, it's 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. So that gives you an idea, okay? I log on, and I have several devices ready. I have a desktop. One of the things that you need to know is I move faster when I work on my desktop or my laptop versus working on a mobile device. It's not always foolproof, but I always have my mobile device, and then I also have my desktop or my laptop. That's something that you can do for yourself. Don't just log into Sneakerz. Don't, because that's your one shot. And me and several sneakerheads, we talk about this. We talk about your options. We talk about what you can do. And I'll watch and I hear people say, well, Shay, I logged on to Sneakerz and I took an L. Okay, but Sneakerz wasn't the only app. You should be logged into multiple apps so that you have multiple chances. And it might be a lot of extra for you. It might be a lot of multitasking, but we're talking about taking a W versus an L. So that's really all I could say. All right. So that's rule number 3 is you want to make sure you have multiple devices and you want to research these stores. You want to pull up those top stores. Make sure you go to the about information. At the very bottom of their page, they have an about. It tells you about the store. It tells you about what they sell, whether it's a UA, okay, whether it's an actual authentic sneaker, whether they authenticate. You want to check that about information because if you don't know the store, you want to make sure you can authenticate it. Nobody wants to buy a fake sneaker that doesn't want to buy a fake sneaker, okay? So if you're a beginner, you definitely want to check that about information. So these are the key pointers to copying that sneaker. Make sure and work quick. Click one time. Don't back out of the page. Do not refresh. If you refresh, you will land yourself at the end of that line. And you're going to quickly see sold out. So be calm. I know it's a lot of adrenaline, but at the same time, your focus should be tunnel vision. Get that sneaker. So that's a big thing that I want to bring up to everybody is to have patience. Absolutely. Pull out multiple devices. Be prepared and have money on that credit card. Don't get up here ready to check out and you got $12.39 on your account. So that's one thing you want to make sure that you're doing that's extremely important to the checkout process. Another thing that I can give you a point on, don't use your nickname. If your nickname is not on your credit card, any name that's on your credit card and any mailing and billing address for that credit card would be in the billing area. So when those demographics pop up, go ahead and enter that information as you should. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. That's the advice that I give you today. I have a lot more tips coming. So go ahead, like, subscribe. That's all I'm asking you to do because we have some wonderful things in the making and in the process, and trust the process. But we have a lot of things in the making. Outfits, how to match your shoes with your fit, how to match your fit with your shoes, how to cop these things, where to go, exclusives. It's a big deal. Nobody wants to rock the same thing everybody else is. I know I don't. So definitely, I'm gonna get to the BelAirs and I'm gonna go over them. So again, I do have allergies. I do apologize for that, but not really, because it's something that comes around yearly, and you know you have to go ahead and take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. That's a big thing. So I just want to go ahead and show you guys the BelAirs. Definitely can pull out the box for you, but these are from 2013. I love this shoe. I'm not even gonna lie. It's dope. The colorway is dope. I love how it's kind of got a flannel kind of look, like a cloth linen kind of look to it. And I don't know if you can see that, but it definitely has, and you can see my finger running across that. It definitely has an appeal to it that I absolutely love. I love the 23. I love the colorway. I love the mesh. I love the booty. I kind of wish it said Nike on the back, Nike Air, but beggars can't be choosers. I still love the shoe. I love how it has the colors inside the shoe. So this Jordan 5 Bel-Air, I refer to it as the Fresh Prince, actually dropped October 15th, 2013. They retailed for about $185. If you try to find this shoe, you're gonna pay around, for the same price, I'm a 6.5, and that's with my crease shields. I'm a 6 without them, but resale for this shoe, you're gonna pay about $400 or more for this shoe. Obviously, because it dropped back in 2016, but it's got the lace lock on it. It's got the pink Jumpman. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab the other shoe. And one of the things I like about this shoe, again, is the colorway. I picked these up from Stadium Goods, which is a shoe store that I love. I know I'm always gonna get what I pay for at Stadium Goods. It's not a scam. It's not, you're not getting fakes. You're not getting, my bad, I sold you some fakes and now you got to get it, before they even tell you it's a fake, you got to get it authenticated because it just something ain't right. Stadium Goods is legit. They have a solid product. So I'm a return and a repeat customer of them. So that's where I cop these from. I absolutely love them. Like I was talking about the Jumpman on the tongue, it's dope because they're two different colors. And the Alternate Bel-Air also has the two different colorways on the tongues. You have the pink and the green. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop a picture for y'all. Go ahead and let me know what you think about the Bel-Airs, the Alternate Bel-Air. Let me know what you think about those, because it's a dope shoe. Both shoes are dope. And as you can see by the pictures, it's a dope shoe. Anybody would want to cop that. So this is Shay Ashley Evans, aka Queen Sneaker, and I'm glad you guys dropped in for this little bit of review, how you can cop a sneaker and how you can do it in a way where you don't have to rely on a plug or a bot. Ricky, Queen Sneakers.